Shalom, guys. I hope that you're doing well. Once again, welcome in. Today is January the 27th, 2026. We're almost done with this month, and it's just clipping on by. If it is your birthday or an anniversary or some type of special day, happy birthday to you. Happy anniversary as well. If you're down and out, I send you love and light. If you are a subscriber to this platform, how long you've been here, thank you for coming back as often as you get to come back. I appreciate you so very much. If you're new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. Grab your seatbelt, buckle up, because it's real talk here. The Most High will speak to you. It is profound what he does on this platform. I've got a lot of supernatural things that have been recorded, and only the Most High gets the praise, glory, and honor for it. This is not a religious platform at all. God is not religious. He's righteous, and he expects us to be upright and fight against wicked types of demonic stuff. We look at a lot of stuff from that realm, asking the Most High to tell us what's around us. We're supposed to know what's going on and not be ignorant of what the devil is trying to do. Don't be ignorant. Know what's around you, who's trying to do what's in the hidden space. Only the Most High could see it and reveal it to you and I. I feel energy. And I will not hold back when the Most High just comes up on me at times. There's been times I've just been just downright just in the face of the camera against wicked types of stuff. And so it gets pretty, I don't know, exciting at times. But we just want to hear the Most High speak. Okay, I don't care about nothing else but doing what he says, because we're all passing through this realm. Every one of us are going to leave the earth realm someday. It's a fact. I used to hate that, but God made me just have to just look at it and say it's a reality. And so there are two places that you can go after we pass this realm, and God is the one that gives us a choice and free will to choose to live or to die. That's the only free will that we get. Every path in this realm has already been predestined by the Most High God. He said we make our plans, but he directs the path, because that path has already been directed. He already knows, well, you do this happens, cause and effect, reaping, sowing, all of the rest. What comes around goes around. It's already just a fact and reality. There's a lot of illusion in this realm, and you and I must learn how to walk by faith and not by what we see, because you can't even please the Most High God without faith, and faith comes by hearing his word alone. Okay, and so it's very dangerous for people to say, well, I'm gonna go do this, or I think I'm gonna get something from that, and the motive is off. God ain't never going to bless you, and you're just already just went on that path of something's going to kill you at the end. It's called sin, and God said that at the end of sin is death, and so it's a reality. So anyway, if you're involved in some stuff, and everybody's fallen down sometime in our life, you hit a point where you, if you have righteousness in you, that you just cling on to God and let him teach you, so that he's able to keep you from falling. Okay, and if you are involved in some stuff, God says if there's righteousness in you, you will get up. Even if a righteous man falls 7 times, he will get up. And if you're not righteous, you fall into mischievous stuff, and you're just a kook, and you are destined for wickedness to be framed around you. And God said the other day to some people, if people didn't leave from some nonsense, that he was going to begin to frame some evil around people. This is an evil world already that we live in. It's dark here. And you want to grope in the darkness, go ahead. But you're going to learn some truth here. And Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, he's going to speak. And you will either learn the fear of God and have wisdom, or again, you're his enemy. And he says he gets right up in his enemy's face, and he does. I fear him. And we must show up humble, but we also must show up confident. And he tells us to fight. And so we have to have his armor, what he calls the armor of God, on, to be able to cast down every wicked disgust that's trying to get you out. The devil don't like you if you're upright. You're a target. So stop crying about it. Get your armor on and fight, because when you do have the Holy Spirit on the inside of you, and God is your maker, and you put nothing else before him, and he's on your side, whom shall you fear? Nothing and no one. And so there is a warfare. So I don't know if you're my enemy or if you're my brethren today, but those of you who do walk in the true light, and you speak by the word of God only, you don't add or take away to it, then you are my brothers and my sisters and my mothers, those of you who do the will of the Father. Welcome in. Let's get started. Yehovah, I just thank you today. I'm seeing the word envy. Oh, anyway, somebody ate up with it, I guess. The energy is real strong. I see it like something just flying around an individual. And it's really nasty stuff. Envy is will rot in your bones, and it's a jealousy type of energy. Is cruel. And some of y'all are dealing with a cruel individual. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against you and I, we have a right and a heritage, if you belong to the Most High God, to condemn their tongues. All right, Jehovah, what's around us today? What do you want to bring out? Four of Swords is crossing. So this, in the upright, this is the death of a person, death of an idea. It's a premeditation. It could be surgery of any kind, being underneath the knife. This is resting after a broken heart. If it's in the upright. In the reverse, it's not resting. It's going to hell. It's a maladministration, a malpractice situation could be here if it's medical for you. And so some people are on either side of that. And Most High tells us we lay our head down, we go sleep. And I've had some really horrible things in my life, just like many of you, and God's taught me all my life just to lay down and go to sleep, cry it out to Him and lay down and go to sleep. And somebody can't rest, I guess you can. And obviously things happen, and you know, you go through things, and maybe you are going through some type of a medical situation, you're just having problems with something, and you are right. I'm just saying, for some people though, they sit in this worry, anxiety state, and that ain't of God. That ain't of God. So whatever that is, it's coming out crossing here, and somebody needs to relax. Okay. If you see that Knight of Swords is up at the top here in this picture, and this wants to jump out too. Well, I hate this card. That Knight of Swords could be a fast talker, something real quick. God tells us not to be hasty. Okay? Don't be hasty today. Somebody's hiding behind a veil in something. Act like they don't know something. There's something nasty here. A veil can take us to perversion energy, because somebody won't look at the truth, can't see the truth, don't want to. There's a confusion. God ain't about confusion. He will confuse the enemy in battle and stuff like that, but God's about clarity and the truth. Somebody wants to hide behind a veil here in some nonsense going on. Crazy kook energy. All right, this is coming out crossing as well. Somebody's just, my God, they're just pierced through, and my Lord, I'm just gonna cry, and a stupidness. Okay, well, anyway, somebody can't sleep and you're just up all night crying. I guess you are. 10 Pentacles crossing it as well. It's large sums of money. Some people are pierced through because they went astray, is what the scripture says, and they pierce themselves through with many sorrows, because it's all about the money, honey. Somebody could be taking something out or putting something in, however it is. But if that's in the reverse, there's something off here. Then there's fraud and laundering of money and all that kind of stuff is out here. And somebody act like they don't know something. Somebody's stuck, looking from every angle, trying to figure something out. Well, you ain't ever going to figure anything out if you're not in the upright, because God will not lead your path in anything for you to get some type of great victory in something. If you're some type of pervert out here around anything that's not in the truth, folks, is perverted to God. So pick the perversion. Whatever somebody's in, they're pierced out of some nonsense out here. There's a bunch of money attached to some things going on, and somebody is stuck. The letter L or the letter J may be prevalent to you, or the letter Y might be prevalent to you in a matter. Somebody trying to be very creative. Maybe I'm just hearing a subtle approach of something. Okay, well, somebody may be trying to come near you today and do something in a very creative way, and you feel one type of little something on the inside of you, you just sit still. Okay, because somebody already did do something real quick with that Knight of Swords here showing in the picture, and something was premeditated for some people, and now they're pierced through with all this nonsense. Somebody thought they were going to get a bunch of money on some stuff, or they think they are, because 10 of Pentacles is large sums of it. Maybe your inheritance is out here as well, or a life insurance policy on some death matter with that 4 swords being here. Show me the Hangman. This is prison card. This is poison as well with the Hangman. This is circulation as well. Okay, everything's coming out. Something's hanging in the balance. Okay, the Emperor is here. There's war then. There's war. Very protective individual. All types of leaderships were being talked about yesterday. And then last night when I got on, the Most High said that some leadership, that they were hung in the balance and their kingdom was finished. So anybody that got in bed with the whore yesterday that God talked about was being around, it ain't good. There's a war out here, and God brought the word war out. If he's upright, he's going to protect something. He's going to get the download from God Almighty. He will get up and take a chance because God will tell him to, and he'll obey. And he represents the door going in and out of something. Could be here, maybe you're doing with your dad, your husband, your boss. This could be you just taking authority. He's a very stubborn piece of nutcase, crazy out of his mind in the reverse, okay? And somebody is going in and out of something. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth of something here. The letter D is also here. This is about going slow, being steady. This is about being loyal to something. Who are you loyal to? Do you serve the devil energy? You think you're going to get something out here? I don't know. Leadership is out here today. Somebody's name could be Dale. Okay. Anyway, the color jade. The J and the D make jade. So green goes to envy. That in the family of envy and colors and their meaning and the negative of that color. So there is something out here with that. Anyways, God said he was going to stir up jealousy. Because people walked away from him. And you ain't seen jealousy until God gets up in here. So burned bridges are out here. Okay? And somebody already burned bridges. And somebody's stuck with that hangman. How to get back and forth in something. It says falling fast. And something's falling fast. Okay? Whatever that means for you. Archangel Michael is here. Thank you, Most High God. He only stands for the people of God. He doesn't stand for anybody else in the earth. If you are not keeping the ways and the commandments of God, Archangel Michael does not stand with you. Don't sit there and say, well, Archangel Michael's here. He ain't if you're not literally walking in the commandments. He only stands for the people of God. And so we know that he fights against the devil and his angels. So there is a war out here with everything coming out because something's hanging in the balance on something that's going on today. Okay? And somebody's going to fall real fast, and that's going to be Satan. He's already fell to the earth. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. What I'm also hearing. And if you don't have your armor on, it's bad. What else you want to bring out here, Yehovah? Thank you for your truth. Give us discernment today. We thank you for your shield of protection. Archangel Michael stands at the door of those who fear Yehovah. So toxic stuff is out here. Something perverted going on. Something perverted is going on. Is somebody acting like they're going to try to nurture you or sweet talk you? Somebody's hiding behind a perverted nonsense out here. Act like I don't even know what you're talking about. It can be the Two of Swords. I have another deck of cards that we talk about on the platform when it comes out, and these two unicorns are butting heads because both sides know the truth. And one side is unwilling to admit to it, but everybody knows the truth about something. Okay? And it's toxic. It's called lies and deception, and God's going to allow every truth to come out. You might as well just settle it in your heart, folks. You come into the light, and you have your soul, and you come into the light, God give you grace. You confess it to him, turn from it, he'll give you grace. But if you don't want to, you want to hide behind a veil, you're a lost cause. What's in the hidden space? So something toxic is going on today, and somebody trying to figure out what to do from every angle, and they're going to act like they want to nurture somebody in some nonsense because there's a bunch of money attached to a matter, and they're just so freaking broken about it with that Three of freaking Swords being out here and some nonsense, and won't get out of their crazy mode. Somebody fell real fast in something. I guess they did. They burned bridges out here. Now Archangel Michael has to appear for this toxic matter, but they're willing to go real slow to try to get what they want. I'm sorry, devils, you get nothing. It's time for the wicked to be removed. We are in that hour, like I said yesterday, and the wicked can do nothing about it. And it's the righteous that are going to get up and get them out. Come on, Yeshua. So we've got falling fast and acceleration. Something's speeding up here. Okay, well, something is fast with that picture of that of this Knight of Swords here. All right, well, Jehovah's word is sharper than any two-edged sword. It's quick, and it divides the soul and the spirit and the bone and the marrow, okay? And he's a discerner of the heart, and you must have an understanding today of the truth of God, because something's going to happen real quick out here, or something did. Now toxic energy is out here, and now we've got slow type energy. It's because somebody didn't go slow, didn't stay steady in something's caused this this burden. Look, underneath that is the Four Swords again. Well, anyway, somebody fell too fast, did something too fast. God says if we are hasty, it brings sin. All right, so we have the acceleration card that came out, and then recognition. It says that the universe will help you recognize signs and wonders, and it only comes from the Most High God. He inhabits the universe, okay? So important that we hear from God today. Whether something around you is really quick or not, we stay steady and do what he tells us to do. We have a message of concern. Okay, well, there is something concerning out here. Because somebody's been trying to get away with some stuff. Okay? And Big Fat Baby won't get up and do what's right. Illusions, well, anyway, they're going to try to act like they're going to nurture something out here. They're not nurturing. Remember, God brought the psychopath out twice yesterday. They're a psycho. A lot of people are psychos. When you have a conversation, you need to look right down in somebody's pupil of their eyes, folks. You make somebody look in your eyes when you talk to them. That's the window to our soul. Somebody trying to get away with something because there's prison out here on something going on. Jehovah, we call upon you. Okay, so an earth sign is involved in something, which is right here underneath this Four Swords. Okay, and somebody real confused out here on what in the world. Yesterday that came out that way because somebody knew what they were going to do. Or you are going to know how to choose. Again, somebody tried to confuse something, or somebody obviously is confused, or trying to do something in a very confusing way, in a very creative way with that hangman. But the snake was there twice yesterday. Underneath this is the magician. And again, if that's not upright, that's a manipulator. Whatever. It says, whoso finds a wife finds a good thing and finds favor of Jehovah. And somebody's around that energy, because you got the husband card here. Okay, and somebody yesterday was coveting after somebody's person. Okay, and caused some type of nonsense out here. Show me more information. Thank you for the truth. It says there's going to be a victory. Okay, yeah, there is, because Archangel Michael's out here and he don't lose. Jehovah is the God of war, and he's never lost a war, and he inhabits eternity, and his ways are forever. Forever. It says, thou shalt not murder. Okay, it fell on this emperor. Somebody's trying to kill the head of something here. Okay, somebody really tried to figure it out. Those of you who are bosses, husbands, any kind of leadership is out here really being targeted. Okay, if this person is also showing that they have murdered somebody as well for any given person's case, but God's saying there's going to be some type of a victory, and you're only going to get it if you're standing with the Most High. So whoever's trying to do something, acting like whatever, and somebody's looking from every angle to do something real creative out here, the Most High said you better beware, because they're protected by Jehovah, because Archangel Michael stands for us. So those of you who've got even secret enemies, you do have somebody around you. If you think everything's well in this life and everything, but you do get on your face and stuff and pray to God, you've got hidden enemies around you, folks. It is the hour that we live in, and somebody's trying to do something to you and I today. And God is telling every wicked piece of nutcase troll, beware, because we are protected by Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. You ain't gonna get real far. You're gonna go to jail. We're going to get the victory. Not some kook. Some of you all, your wife is being attacked somewhere. Somebody of interest, as you see as a wife, is out here, and you need to protect them and pray for your wives. And obviously wives need to pray for their husbands as well. But there's something about a wife connection out here. Okay? And somebody jealous over somebody that you found. Okay? Somebody else also fell fast around something, because we got third party nonsense comes out on the platform all the time. It says organization is involved in something that came out yesterday. It says somebody's sick of somebody hanging around all the time. Well, somebody's hanging around with this. Okay? All right, go home. This wants to come out. Equal giving is out here attached to something or not, depending on what your war is about. Show me more information. What else you want to bring out here, Jehovah? Thank you. A castle. Okay, well, and then there's the execution. Somebody is going to go to jail for some stuff. Okay, there will be an execution. We got big time people sitting up in real high places being addressed on this platform, because the London, Britain area came out last night when we also read. So anyway, some type of big house or big building or a castle itself is out here, okay? And there's some type of execution around something. What's at the top? It says that when the righteous are in authority, and again, somebody in authority is out here. When they are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked, they bear rule, the people mourn. And that came out yesterday, and we're sick and tired of people voting and putting people up in their place, and then they turn around and be some wicked cray-cray. God give you a chance and be planted somewhere, and he's uprooting somebody because he said so last night. I don't care what they think they're trying to do. Look from every angle. God's already put his word over somebody and said, that's it. You and I can never do anything when God says, that's it. That's why God's saying beware, because they're protected by Jehovah. They're protected by him. We are protected by Jehovah. The truth, the letter T came out. God don't miss. He says he's going to whet his sword and he's going to bathe it in blood. Shadarabahai is what I just heard him say. Because he just said the other day he was going to torture some people. The people won't stop. People crazy out here. Want their way, don't want to go to jail, but people are already destined for hell jail. Whatever's weighing the balance, God's already given a for sure word. He's going to get the victory in something out here. Because the upright people, we win it all day long. This is hitting the target, and Jehovah don't miss. He's gonna shoot his darts, and we're gonna put up our shield of faith and quench every fiery dart of the enemy. Somebody's already burnt their bridges. There ain't no coming back on something out here for somebody's case out here. So I'm sorry that people don't want to do what's right, and this is what you get because you think all this money out here was supposed to be your heaven, and it ain't. Okay, riches are deceitful and they fly away. And just like God says, God is our exceeding great reward. Anyway, you lean on the arm of the flesh, you're cursed there, folks. God is our protector. God is our shield. God is our provider. And this is a victory room. So let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses. Brothers and sisters, those of you who are in the upright, I'll bless you. I feel like taking a couple of these. God's got it under control. Let the enemy overplay their little plan. God's going to trip them up. There's a bigamist. Somebody's got more than one spouse than somewhere. Or check your spouses, folks. A false heart. That's right. And they're acting all nurturing and everything else. They ain't. Somebody's a freak and a liar. And a school came out yesterday, somebody that you went to school with is involved in something, then so be it. Or you're learning something, or a teacher is involved, or you need to talk to your kids, students. The Most High says he's going to protect from a presented bribe, and they're going to be exposed. Okay, well, anyway, they're going to stand there stupid. Someone tall specifically is being called out, whether you're upright or not, or you can help, or you're targeted, or you're the one doing it for any given person's case. All right, the letter T, the letter D, the letter L, the letter J came out. Is that all the letters that came out? The name Michael specifically is also here. The A came out because we did see this card. And the Hierophant's also underneath. This is somebody boiling with pride out here with the pictograph language. The letter H is also out here, positive or negative for any given person. Stay on our guard today, folks. I send you love and light. I'll be back next video. Have peace. Shalom.